welcome everyone. We thank you for coming out for our dedication of the Edgewater Monument. Edgewater Steel was a manufacturer of train wheels and rings for over 80 years, and it was always an important part of the Oakmont community. And for many years, it was the largest employer here in Oakmont. So even if you didn't work here, you probably had a family member, a friend, or a neighbor who worked here at Edgewater Steel. So the company touched nearly all the lives in our community of Oakmont. Now, in the rail and steel industry, Edgewater, when you think about it, was a small player. However, it competed head-to-head with the giants of the industry. Companies like U.S. Steel, Standard Steel, Pullman Standard, and Bethlehem Steel. But none of those huge corporations could ever match the quality of an Edgewater wheel. Edgewater set the standard around the world for train wheels and rings. So how were they able to compete with those giants of the industry? Number one was a superior product, and number two, and most important, was a superior workforce. The men and women of Edgewater Steel were hardworking and dedicated to manufacturing superior, high-quality products. Today on Labor Day, it's fitting that we honor the men and women of Edgewater Steel with a monument here at the river's edge, the former site of the Edgewater Steel Company. This monument will preserve the heritage and history of the Edgewater Steel Company for future generations. Now, there's a few people that I would like to thank. First, Dr. Paul Friday for his support of the project. Second would be Ed Rastelli of Rastelli Monument Works. He helped us out with the plaque here. Next, I would like to thank John Thompson and Brooks and Blair for donating the space here at the river's edge. And not only donating, but they constructed the cement pad, the placard for the plaque. And Mr. Thompson had this monument sent out and cleaned and shined up for us. And so they really went the extra effort to make this happen. We thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah. Gary asked me if I wanted to say a couple words, and I said, oh, no. But I think we're honored to have it. And the more I talk to the people in Oakmont about the Edgewater Steel, and I'm a South Hills guy, so I'm learning every day here, and how hard everybody worked, and the pride that was in this city. And that, somebody said there were at one point 2,700 workers in that plant down there, and that was fuel burning and making and it was the best wheel made in the world at the time. And the way I guess that it was poured, one of the guys was explaining to me is what really was the secret to it, and the effort and the work that went into it. So we're honored to be able to donate this ground and dedicate this piece to all the workers and the people of Edgewater and Oakmont. So we're happy to do it. So. Thank you.
Okay. And finally, there's one person who has worked the hardest to preserve the history, the heritage, and the memories of Edgewater Steel, and that's our friend Gary Matassa.
And thanks to this Gary too for quarterbacking this whole thing as well. So, a lot of emails.
All right, 1 minute here. All right, Gary, you have the honor.
Nope, do it, Gary.
Drum roll, Gary. There it is. Yep.
What's interesting, this was made by an employee of Edgewater, correct? But we don't know who. And it's a train wheel. It was cut in half, welded onto a rail. You can come up and take a close look at it. And for about 25 years, it was in storage somewhere. We found it in the basement of the Borough building. That's where it was. And as I said, John and his crew brought it down here, pulled it out of there. So we're lucky to have it back out on exhibit.
I'm short. I'm short.